Good evening, and welcome to Interlude, our Wednesday evening service, our Wednesday midweek service. That just provides a space for us all to press the pause button and reorient ourselves for the rest of the week, recenter ourselves in the truth of who we are. So shall we start this evening with prayer? If you would, go ahead and close your eyes with me. And if you'd like, you can allow my words to be your words. There is one infinite, and this is where I stand. This is solid ground for me. One infinite. And this infinite is the one infinite. Not to be confused with infinite grains of sand and infinite stars and infinite dimensions and infinite galaxies. Those are all emanations of the one infinite. That one ground of all being, that one infinite field of all possibilities. This is where I stand. This is the place I know is solid ground. And when I am standing there and know myself to be an emanation of this one life, then I know that all that is true of it is true of me. I know myself to be that one love. I know myself to be life. I know myself to be wisdom and power and peace and enough. And I know this when I stand in that firm soil of one, of knowing infinite to the best of my ability. And there I put my roots down. That is what I plant. That seed is what I plant into my consciousness again and again and again, allowing it to flourish and grow so that I deepen and deepen in the understanding of the truth of who and what I am, an emanation of the one infinite one. And so it is. I was so inspired by Dr. Richard's talk this past Sunday that I decided to turn it into another spiritual practice for this evening. It spoke to me, you see, as an actual gardener, but also because I have and do see myself as a seed planter. And I believe that this notion of myself as a seed planter came to me when I was quite young. My father and I were having a conversation, and he was sharing with me that he was among the first group of African Americans to be admitted to a particular university. I said something like how he had helped others in that way, and he said, no, he hadn't. He had just opened the door. His job, he felt, was to open doors and not even turn around to see if anyone else came through after him. He said he had no control over that, and he didn't feel that it was his work to convince people or drag people through the door, just to open it. And while I didn't see myself as a door opener, the notion of a seed planter grew in me, and I've seen myself as such most of my life. And Dr. Richard's talk this past Sunday reminded me of that. The guy, he was talking about the parable of the sower, and he said the guy just plants seeds. He scattered seeds and let them fall where they would. Some took root and flourished, some didn't take root at all, and some took root but withered. But he kept planting seeds. And I like to think that he knew that even in the hard ground, even in the rocky ground, and even in the thorny ground, a seed might germinate. And once germinated, it just might work that first primary root of itself down into the soil and loosen things up just a little bit before it withers. And then the next seed that lands in that loosened soil just might loosen things up a little bit more. So, planting seeds just might not ever be futile, no matter where the seed lands. And his talk also reminded me to remind myself that we also need to be careful as to what we plant. For sometimes seeds will grow into medicine or food, and sometimes the seeds we plant are toxic. Author Dean Koontz puts it this way: not one day in anyone's life is an uneventful day. No day without profound meaning, no matter how dull and boring. It might seem, no matter whether you are a seamstress or a queen, a shoeshine boy or a movie star, a renowned philosopher or a Down syndrome child, because in every day of your life, there are opportunities to perform little kindnesses for others. Each smallest act of kindness, each seed of kindness, even just words of hope when they are needed, the remembrance of a birthday, a compliment that engenders a smile, reverberates across great distances and spans of time, affecting lives unknown to the one whose generous spirit was the source of this good echo. Because kindness is passed on, and it grows each time it's passed, until a simple courtesy becomes an act of selfless courage years later and far away. But likewise, each small meanness, each thoughtless expression of hatred, each envious and bitter act, regardless of how petty, can inspire others and is therefore the seed that ultimately produces evil fruit, poisoning people whom you have never met and never will. All human lives are so profoundly and intricately entwined, those dead, those living, those generations yet to come, that the fate of all is the fate of each. And the hope of humanity rests in every heart and in every pair of hands. And possibly, adding on, in every seed planted. I think of those kindnesses and small meannesses as seeds, and Dr. Richard reminded us of this as well. He told us to plant something that says life is a gift. Right where you are, plant something that says life can be trusted to care for all of us. Right where you are, plant something that says you are amazing, that you are a limitless possibility in our world. And right where you are, plant something that says you and I are one. Would you join me in meditation this evening, and let's plant some seeds within ourselves this evening. So if you would, place both feet on the floor and allow your body to relax. And if you're watching this from home in bed and you're laying down, just doesn't matter. You don't need to put your feet on the floor. Just allow your body to relax and allow your eyes to gently close. Allow your body to feel heavy. Imagine that you are a place in nature, that just relaxes you, that just allows your body to unwind. And one of those places that just makes you go, as you feel the tension of the day leave your body. And if it's by the water, you might imagine that you could sit right on the ground, or you could imagine sitting on a rock that goes deep into the sand or the soil. Or if you're a mountain or forest person, you can imagine sitting on an old tree stump whose roots go deep, deep, deep into the ground. Imagining a rock or sitting on the ground or a tree stump grounds your body and just allows it to sort of discharge the energy of the day and relax. And as your body relaxes, let's enter that world within. That world where no lines are drawn, no boundaries or edges exist, where all is one. You might breathe deeply into that space in and around your heart and acknowledge the one life that is the only thing happening. Follow a couple of those breaths in and out, and allow your body to relax into this moment. Let go of all of the things that you've done up until this moment. And just let go of any of the things that you have to do before the day ends, that to-do list. It can all wait. They'll still be there when you're done. Just allow all of your attention to settle right here, right now, in this moment. Allow yourself to be here. And then notice that you are being breathed. With your next breath, go ahead and scrunch the muscles of your face. And as you exhale, allow your facial muscles to relax and soften. And with your next breath, maybe raise your shoulders up towards your ears, maybe wiggle them a little bit. And then as you exhale, allow your shoulders to relax and soften. And breathe into your chest. And as you exhale, allow your chest and your ribs to relax and soften. And then breathe into your abdomen. And as you exhale, allow your abdomen to relax and soften. And with your next breath, maybe tighten your arms and your hands. And then just as you exhale, allow your arms and your hands to totally relax and soften. And with your next breath, go ahead and tighten your leg muscles, and then as you exhale, just allow your legs to completely relax and soften. And then with your next breath, go ahead and scrunch your feet and toes. And then as you exhale, allow your feet and your toes to relax and soften. And then bring your attention back to your breath, allowing it to bring you to this present moment. And now imagine that you're walking along a mountain trail. The air is comfortably warm, the sky a brilliant blue, and there are wildflowers in every imaginable color along the path. And as you round a bend, you see the entrance to a cave. The entrance is wide and spacious, and you can see a golden glow emanating from farther within. And you enter this cave to see that this is no ordinary cave. The walls themselves are glowing with golden light. Walking deeper into the cave, you see a stone pedestal. And in the center of this stone pedestal is a shallow depression filled with seeds, each glowing a brilliant gold. Gently, you select one of the glowing seeds from the pedestal, and as you hold it in your hand, it vanishes, and simultaneously you feel a warmth in your chest. Feel into that warmth. That warmth is the love that God is. You have planted a God seed of love within your heart. If there is rocky or thorny or hard ground within you, it's okay. Feel into that warmth, nourishing that seed, and let it take what root it can. Just like the dandelion in the crack of a sidewalk. Once planted, it will slowly crack the hard ground, slowly overpower the thorns, slowly take over the rocks, and flourish. Gently select another of the glowing seeds from the pedestal. Speak the words, "I am wisdom." And as you hold it in your hand, it vanishes. And simultaneously, you feel a warmth in your chest. Feel into that warmth. This warmth is the wisdom that God is. You have planted a God seed of the knowing of the wisdom that you are. If there is rocky or thorny or hard ground within you, it's okay. Feel into that warmth, nourishing that seed, and let it take what root it can. And just like the dandelion in the crack of a sidewalk, once planted, it will slowly crack the hard ground, slowly overpower the thorns, slowly take over the rocks and flourish. Once planted, the roots will slowly turn that ground into fertile soil. Trust this. And then gently select another of the glowing seeds from the pedestal. Speak the words, "I am one." And as you hold it in your hand, the seed vanishes, and simultaneously you feel a warmth in your chest. Feel into that warmth. This warmth is the sacredness, the holiness, the oneness that God is. You have planted a God seed of the knowing of this oneness within your heart. If there is rocky or thorny or hard ground within you, it's okay. Feel into that warmth, nourishing that seed, and let it take what root it can. Just like the dandelion in the crack of a sidewalk, once planted, it will slowly crack the hard ground, slowly overpower the thorns, slowly take over the rocks and flourish. Once planted, the roots will slowly turn that ground into fertile soil. Trust this. And allow this warmth, the warmth of these God seeds, of this golden light, to expand throughout your chest, into your arms, down your legs, up into your head, until you feel that you are a glowing orb of golden light. Feel the wisdom, love, holiness, oneness that is sprouting and growing within you. Feel it expand throughout your chest, into your arms, down your legs, up into your head. You are radiant with light now. Remember to plant seeds within you daily. Let this be your practice. Plant and plant and plant. And you will find that the rocky, thorny, hard ground within will become fertile soil, and you will become as strong and powerful and steady, unshakable light in this world. There is only one life, one power, and one presence that is in and through and back of all the manifest world. And this life, this presence, this power has individuated as you, because being one, it can be no other way. This one life is your life. This one power sources you. This one presence is who you are. And the knowing of this truth gives you the strength to cast aside fear and doubt, and emboldens you to step into the fullness of the light that you came here to shine. And so it is.
We believe giving in its highest form is a spiritual practice, and we are grateful to be among the beneficiaries of your spiritual practice this evening. May your generosities of hand and heart return to you in untold ways as they reach into our greater world to bless.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us this evening. Thank you for being here, both those of you who are here on site, our growing audience, and for those of you in our online sanctuary. Thank you for joining us tonight. And if you would like an affirmation to carry forward into the week, why don't we try? I am love. I am wisdom. I am one with the one. Blessings on the rest of your week. Thank you. Namaste.
I am light, I am light. 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 I am light, I am light.